Good afternoon, everyone, or evening, depending on where you are. I'm Eli Bray with East Tennessee Sky Watching Appalachian Highlands weather. Just going to give you all a quick severe weather update here. We do have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in those orange boxes that you see. I'm going to go ahead and take off the blue boxes real quick. And so we can just focus on what we need to focus on. So there is one for Hawkins, Granger, and Hancock. Another for Union and Claiborne. One for La Follette up in Union County as well, and Oneida. Also in Pineville, got a couple there too. Most of these have been up concentrated north. I'm going to go ahead and put on Do Not Disturb so don't be notifications real quick. So again, really the most concerning storm right now that I'm watching is actually the one in Hawkins County. Not that I'm in the Polygon because I am, but because it's really gotten its act together these past couple minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on something that we have called Echo Tops. It basically tells us how tall the thunderstorm is. Right now, 5,000 feet. That's pretty good for a thunderstorm. I'm also going to check something here called VIL, or Vertically Integrated Liquid. And as you can see, that's probably got some quarter-size telemat. Main threats with that one right now are 1-inch shell and 6-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And this cell right here, penny-sized tail and 6-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That's the one near Wilson's Gap. The one near Bryceville or Norris, that one's got penny-sized tail, and the one near Huntsville has winds of 70 miles an hour. That's one that we'll have to keep a close eye on. As I was showing you earlier, we did have our inspector tool on, and right here in this bright blue, almost 72-mile-an-hour winds. I do apologize for all the beeping. We are getting new alerts right now. And, pardon me. Sky, would you take over for a minute?
Sure thing, Eli. So we do have like Eli has been saying, we do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings. One of them includes portions of Hancock County, Hawkins County, and Granger County. Another one for portions of, here, let me get that up here. So again, like I said, Granger, Hancock, and Hawkins, that one goes until 6:15 for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. We have another one in effect for 60-mile-an-hour winds and maybe some penny to nickel size hail for portions of Campbell County, Claiborne County, and Union County. That one goes until 6 o'clock. We have one in effect for 6-mile-an-hour winds and penny size to potentially nickel size hail for portions of Anderson County and Campbell County. And then a new update coming in from the National Weather Service in Morristown on the warning that has 70-mile-an-hour winds and nickel size hail. They've canceled Morgan County out of that. They've continued Campbell and Scott County, and that does go until 5:45. And that right now is the strongest storm we have on the board. So let's get down there to it. It don't look as strong as on reflectivity, but when you go to the velocity, as Eli was showing you just a minute ago, some very bright blue showing up near Huntsville along Highway 63 near Newtown, and near the Stanley Junction there. Near Huntsville, that is where we are seeing potentially between 60 and 70 mile an hour wind gust on our latest scan with our inspector tool. And as we go on down, we have some gusty winds down near Clinton there, and those will be approaching Interstate 75 here shortly. Let's check the velocity on our Hawkins County storm. That one could be shown when gust near Friendship and Lee Valley. Inspector tool only showing winds of maybe 45 to maybe 50 miles an hour in some places. And our last storm over here toward Claiborne County, and the severe thunderstorm warning on that one stretches up into Bell County in southeast Kentucky. And right there, we could be looking at maybe some winds of, let's say, 40, maybe up to 50 miles an hour. But the severe thunderstorm warning saying 60 mile an hour, and all of these could have some small hail in them, Eli. And we are getting also some damage reports in now, Eli. It looks like from from Hancock County, excuse me.
Hancock County, yeah, near Treadway, got some trees down. So these storms are producing damage. as we speak right now. I've got the radar loop showing right now. I do apologize. I had to take a quick break to get some water. As you can see, these storms are called pulse storms. What they do, they just pop right up and then usually will pop back down. But since our CAPE values, which basically means fuel for thunderstorms, think of it that way, is so high, they're going to probably keep on going for quite a while, probably till 11 tonight.
And Eli, if you're
So
looking at
you can
that,
see some locally heavy rain.
storm in Hawkins County, I mean, it could head
Go
toward
ahead.
Kingsport and Bristol and impact some populated
Yeah.
areas here soon, and also impacting Rogersville, the Beach Creek area, where we know we have a lot of law enforcement out right now too, searching.
Yeah, for Summer Wells, we do have that. They will pause their search if it does. It does include the Fall Branch and well, not Fall Branch, Beach Creek area. We'll keep a close eye there, and I'll let Jamie know if I notice anything. So in your Rocky Top, they're probably getting some heavy storm right now. Just got a lot going on in just one area. Basically, all in through here is where our severe weather is concentrated in the area right now, in our northern parts of our area. Knoxville, you actually look like you're going to be in the clear. Now, I would keep a close northern Knox County. Will probably be clipped with that cell. Let's see here. I'm going to pop up a warning text real quick here for that Hawkins storm. Just give everyone a quick. First, I'll do that Claiborne storm. The National Weather Service of Morristown has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Claiborne, northeastern Campbell, and north central Union in East Tennessee until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:12, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Pruden, or 13 miles northeast of La Follette.
The National Weather Service has
And that's an
Moving
update
east of
there.
45. What have they done?
They've canceled Granger County and continued
Canceled
Hancock and
Granger.
Hawkins till 6:15.
Okay, yeah. Locations impacted include for the Union, Campbell, and uh, Claiborne County storm are New Tazewell, Harrogate, Springdale, Howard Quarter, Cumberland Gap, Arthur, Clarefield, and Powell River Reserve. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Now, I do also want to let you all know that we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect for Fentress County, I do believe. Well, that's technically not in our coverage area. We do have a couple of followers there. So we'll, of course, keep you updated on that. I'm a bit concerned about the Claiborne County storm there. It seems to maybe getting hooked there.
Let me zoom in here on my system
There
here.
might be a little bit of
Yeah, I'm
might be a little
seeing.
bit of rotation.
Yeah,
It
it's
could be
weak,
some inflow,
but
but
you are
yeah,
seeing. I'm seeing what you're seeing on reflectivity, and then looking at your velocity.
yeah,
Maybe some weak
that's
rotation.
nothing too.
Not too concerning
Yeah.
though.
No. So again, that Huntsville storm does have some pretty gusty winds with about 64-mile-an-hour winds, 63, yeah, about 65 tops right now. Let's go back to this and certainly keeping an eye on that Hawkins County storm. That one a bit concerned about because of the searching that's in effect right now. See if I can get Creek to pop up. There's Grassy. This is Beach Creek, probably right there near Dykes Mill. Yep. All right. Yeah. So they technically are in the warning. I think that will actually might go to the north of them. They might just get some sprinkles. But if you are involved in the search efforts for Summer Wells in the Beach Creek community of Hawkins County, and you are
And we
somehow
have a
getting
new
this
severe
string
thunderstorm warning, Eli, for
for
Campbell, Granger,
Campbell
Knox, and Union
Knox, okay.
until 6:15 for 60-mile-an-hour winds and some penny size hail.
From right here that we've been watching your Norris with some pretty heavy rainfall. Wait for that to pop up here.
Currently on my side, popping up the
Let me
severe
check.
thunderstorm watch on another system, and we'll be able to show that here in just
Let
a
me
second.
switch my warning. Okay.
Let me just turn the. Alright, Eli, I am showing on the screen now the severe thunderstorm watch, and it looks like it's still in effect for Buchanan County and Dickinson County in southwest Virginia. Harlan, Letcher, and Leslie County. I want to say for Dickinson and Buchanan, it only goes until uh, 8 o'clock. In southeast Kentucky,
Oh, whoa, wow. Okay, this Hawkins County storm is
Yeah,
producing some
yes,
serious
I'm
hail. We've
seeing
got an
that
inch
right
and a
now.
half diameter hail, ping pong ball size, out of Hancock County near
Yeah,
Treadway.
let's get back to the
So if you
radar
have
then,
any cars
yes.
out in Hawkins County, what you need to do is go ahead, if you can, put them under a carport or in a garage. If you are outside at all in Hawkins or Hancock County, you need to go ahead and uh, get inside
And that report was 3
because
miles
this is
north of
quite serious.
Treadway, by the way.
Okay.
There's the new warning popping up on
Oops.
my screen.
That's the severe weather statement. That's for the Hawkins storm. So we do have another cell near Barberville in Kentucky. That's out of our area, but could impact Harlan and Cumberland in Kentucky here soon. I'm getting alerts left and right. I do apologize. This is part of the job. Yeah, so Maynardville, Coreyton, Luttrell, Blaine, Rutledge, go ahead and get your in the sturdy building away from windows. You do have a pretty strong storm headed your way. Let's turn velocity. Whoa, that's lit up like a Christmas tree there. Yeah, 60. Yeah, go ahead because
Yeah,
that's
that's strong winds for sure.
yeah
And
that's
it's getting
certainly
closer and
going up this
closer
past
to the
couple
radar
minutes.
side as well as it, and that we're
Yeah, so
getting
we ought
somewhat
to
of
be
a
getting
low
some good
slice into the
data
storm. Yeah, agreed.
because these are certainly could be transferred to the circle, but uh, this is probably about 1,000 feet off the ground. So yeah, that's lit up in the past couple minutes.
Do want to note near Huntsville now in Scott County, Tennessee, we have law enforcement reporting some thunderstorm wind damage. 528, several trees down across the southern end of the county there with that storm, and we're definitely seeing
Okay.
velocity lit up there with the
Oh
winds.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. Let's see if it's not popped up yet, but I'll have reports pop up as they come in here. It looks like we might have some outflow from that Hawkins County storm. I can't confirm, but based on velocity, that's what it looks like. Let me go ahead and I'm going to decrease our reflectivity gate real quick. Yeah, there is, right in here. So we could see some more storms pop up towards Baileyton and Geraldstown and some Gordonsville. So keep a close eye there from that outflow. That could pop up some more storms. We'll go ahead and fix this real quick. I did it 10.
Yes, I think we have about 5 warnings on the table now, as we speak. So again, if you're in a severe thunderstorm warning, so most of Hawkins County and near Rogersville, Groensville, Churchill, Midway, and back into Hancock County toward
Edson,
Kylesport, Edson is there, yeah,
Okolona. Yeah.
Okolona. If you're in Tazewell and back into Claiborne County, a lot of Claiborne County, Clouds as well, Chestnut Ridge, right, and this is getting right toward Hancock County here in a little bit too. Go ahead, get inside a sturdy building here, and if you're down toward Rutledge, Maynardville, Norris, you're getting a lot of it right now. Luttrell, go ahead, be in a sturdy structure, including Pioneer as well. Go ahead and be in a sturdy structure. We've not really been focusing on southeast Tennessee a lot, but we do have a significant weather advisory down there as well. But right now, the main part of this is severe storms, and that is basically occurring north of Knoxville right now. I mean, we have that one storm kind of west of Knoxville. As you get up closer to the Tri-Cities, is where those severe warnings are occurring at this current time. Again, we're still watching all of these, and if we will, I'm going to turn on velocity, and I'll put it where you guys can see my radar. We have some pretty strong gusty winds with these storms, especially as you get down to the storms near Beech Grove, and that'll eventually be pushing into Maynardville and Rutledge, and then back here into Scott County. as well. But again, the hail is what we're worried about. Some good-sized hail now being reported. Like we said a little bit ago, at around 5:08, there was ping pong ball size hail being reported 3 miles north of Treadway with the Hancock and Hawkins County storm. We have an update to a severe thunderstorm warning. The National Weather Service in Morristown going to cancel Campbell and Union County and continue Claiborne County. And this storm right over here that you're saying that'll eventually be approaching Tazewell. So but a heads up, maybe if you live up toward Harlan County, Leslie County, and southeast Kentucky, because these storms are stretching up into Kentucky as well. And if you live in Hancock County, and then obviously the severe warning storm in Hawkins County, I want to give a heads up to maybe Gate City, Kingsport, and eventually this storm will move toward Bristol, and it is currently severe. It has produced ping pong ball size hail and maybe some gusty winds as well there, Eli.
Yeah, certainly keeping a close eye on that. Also on these other storms that we do have occurring right now. I'm going to mainly my main focus right now is on the storm near Norris. That's really got my attention right now with the gusty winds, especially how it's bowing out. We could see some straight line
All right,
wind
we have a
damage here
new severe
shortly.
thunderstorm warning for Granger, Jefferson, and Knox until 6:15. 6-mile-an-hour wind,
Okay,
nickel
yeah.
size
So
hail.
that's basic. Yeah, that's Newmarket and Strawberry Plains.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
exactly
Yeah.
what that is. So
Yeah, they're
that's
issuing it for that southern flank.
southern flank of the storm there. So Newmarket, Strawberry Plains, go ahead and move inside to a sturdy structure and just stay inside until these storms pass, because these storms are packing a punch in the areas that they are hitting. We're getting reports of damage. We're getting reports of large hail with some of these. With at least the Hawkins County storm, that's the storm that we've really had reports of hail with, and that was ping pong ball size hail. But we got reports of trees down over East Tennessee, and that is currently what we're worried about, the storms over there. And we have storms over La Follette right now, and they are in a severe thunderstorm warning. Let me see what I can see on a La Follette camera I might be able to get access to there, Ela.
Okay. So again, this is I'm not gotten that new warning pop in yet, but certainly keeping an eye on that.
Yeah, it's not popped into my radar yet either, but it did come
Yeah.
through the chat.
I will be right back
Alright, then I will
in
take
just a
over
second.
here. And so, again, um, let's just give a heads up to those in the path of these storms at this current time. So, if you are, let's say, Segroinsville, Midway, Church Hill, Kyles Ford, need to be in a sturdy structure at this current time. If you're in Tazewell, New Tazewell, Old Cedar Fork in Claiborne County, be inside at this time. Storms that have very gusty winds, the new warnings popped up. Jefferson City, Newmarket, Strawberry Plains, Fountain City, and I believe the northern side of Knoxville is even in this warning. Also, a new storm report 3 miles southeast of Clearfield in Claiborne County. Some few trees down there. That was reported at around 5:29 here. But again, we have very gusty winds, so what we're going to do to check these wind speeds is we're going to turn on our velocity product. Beech Grove right now, seeing gusty winds, maybe up to 60 miles an hour in this area. And if you go up toward Pioneer and Terry Creek area, near in the 75 corridor, gusty winds could be reaching severe limits there as well. So my computer froze up on me for just a second. Um, and just as we look up here into Hawkins County, we could be seeing 50-mile-an-hour winds there, maybe up to 60 miles an hour. And again, some hail with these storms that we have in Hawkins County. We have had reports of it. Again, this is moving. Want to give a heads up to those in maybe Kingsport, Gate City, Weber City there. So again, Yeah, it is. It does look like it's collapsing, but they've continued the severe thunderstorm warning for Campbell, Granger, Knox, Union County till 6:15. There is 70-mile-an-hour winds there, and maybe some small hail, maybe up to penny size there. And so what? Here I'm gonna hand it over to Eli for just a second. Eli? I definitely think while we have that warning there with Campbell, Granger, Knox, and Union at 70-mile-an-hour winds, I think it's best, stay on and keep everyone updated here because these storms are moving into populated areas as well, more populated areas, I should say. And that is one thing that we're watching because portions of Knoxville is included in one of those warnings as well, the one that's in effect for Granger, Jefferson, and Knox. And it looks like they've got a new one, Campbell and Claiborne. So that's including. This could be re-strengthening possibly. Sport 850.
Let's see what we're seeing. About 70 mile an hour. Yeah, wow. All
That is
right.
one strong storm there. That
So,
we're definitely and it's getting close to the radar
that's,
site. That's a good low-level slice.
oh, yeah, it's close. Yeah. Let me go ahead and we're going to measure how far that is from the site real quick. Yeah, that's about 1,500 feet off the ground.
I want to note for
Um,
Appalachian Highlands weather, we did just get a new warning. This includes portions of Ashe County, Watauga County, Wilkes County until 6:30. This one has winds of 60 mile an hour and quarter-size hail with this storm. So we'll check the text here from the Weather Service, but I believe it's the storm that is currently located over. Sorry about that.
there you go.
One thing we need to shut off when we go live with severe weather coverage.
Well, that's not
Um,
necessarily a bad thing to have,
it isn't. That
especially during
reminds
days
you.
like this.
That reminds you that you need to have a
uh,
NOAA weather radio in your home for when stuff like this
there's your
pops up.
daily reminder. The more you know. Property of NBC. Anyways,
Alrighty, so we're
um,
waiting for that warning to pop up, but that one does have some good purples in it as well. I'm on
oh yeah,
the
certainly some.
Blacksburg radar here, and again, where this is at, it's not a good you don't have a good radar view of it. But again, I think best case scenario here for the National Weather Service in Blacksburg, go ahead and issue the warning, and I will get some locations for you here. And so Boone, West Jefferson, Glendale Springs, Wilbar, Deep Gap, Todd, and Rutherwood. And if you're on the campus of Appalachian State University right now as well. Um, so here's the Eli does have the polygon on there. His screen. So
Yeah.
and there goes
Sorry.
all my phone alerts going off as well.
Yeah, so this is going to be this is going to include just a sliver of 221, West Jefferson, probably the eastern half of Jefferson and West Jefferson as well in Ashe County. But these storms are certainly got some horizontal, about 50,000, about 51,000 feet off of that Tazewell storm as well, based on the radar in Blacksburg, which actually may be giving us a better view because the beam isn't able to hit that high off of some storms. Yeah. So the heaviest, well, that Claiborne,
New
storm right
significant
there seems to
weather
be
advisory
collapsing.
as well.
Megs, Knox,
Telling you,
Anderson, and Min.
the radar is
And rain.
crowded right now.
Yeah.
With severe warnings. So what I'm gonna do here real quick, we've got a continuation of the Hawkins County warning. Hancock and Hawkins till 6:15, keeping it 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my radar up here on the screen real quick. Take a look at that storm. Seeing some purples in it. Approaching Cold Springs, Fisher Creek, near Midway, and into Hawkins County. And again, we're gonna have to wait and see the National Weather Service. This storm's could be pulsing back up. It was very strong, kind of pulsed down a little bit. Could be pulsing back up.
Oh, wow. I see what you're talking about, Niner Midway. Yeah. I'm going to go outside here real quick, and I do not advise you all doing this. See if
We're
I can get a
trained.
view real quick.
We're trained, so
Still, I shouldn't be doing it, but I am.
yeah.
So let me check real quick. And oh wow, yeah, it's pretty dark back towards Rogersville.
Rogersville's still in the polygon,
Yeah.
so Grangeville, Church Hill, Carters Valley area, Mount Carmel area. Probably need to be indoors right now. Don't have to go full-on tornado safety procedures right now. We don't have any tornado warnings. So I do want to note, no
That's the
tornado
good news.
warnings.
No tornado warnings.
And the tornado risk is very low. I'm not going to say it's zero, but it's very, very low. None of these storms have really shown signs of rotation, which is good news. But again, we have. So I'm going to recap the warnings real quick. Warnings in southeastern Kentucky that do not include any of any page's coverage area. So I'm not going to focus really on them. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for a small slither of Hancock County and for portions of Hawkins County. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for portions of Ashe, Watauga, and Wilkes. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for portions of Knox, Jefferson, Campbell, Claiborne, trying to get my county names right down through here, Granger, and I'm going to have to go look at warning text, Union counties as well in severe thunderstorm warnings. So at this current time, and we're still watching storms as they fire up and develop, and and some of these storms again could go strong to potentially severe. And like we have right now, 70-mile-an-hour winds with some of these as well possible. Eli?
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about later tonight. While the rain will stabilize the atmosphere, we will still have the chance of some reorganization with a linear mode of storms that we'll have to keep a close eye on. That could produce some
super
damaging winds. But again, if you're near Cold Springs, Midway, Fisher Creek, Stony Point, Orangeville, Christians Bend, if you're kayaking on the Holston River in Hawkins County, you should get off the river because you do not want to get struck by lightning. Beach Creek, if anyone at the search operations is somehow getting our stream, we would advise you to go ahead and cease operations until the storm passes.
It won't
Uh,
be long, just
no,
probably another
about 30
30
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
But you also have more storms coming that way potentially, so as well toward
So any
Hawkins.
helicopters that might be up in the air, I doubt there are, but if they are, they should probably go ahead and begin start to ground. But again, near Midway, we're starting to get some reorganization of that cell. I'm going to check Ecotops real quick. It does look like it's collapsing. That does make me a bit concerned though of a downburst. Uh,
If we have a big downburst of winds, yeah, it could be.
yeah, that's what I'm a bit concerned about right now.
When it does start collapsing, we could have a downburst, and if we do, we want to make sure you're inside, because it could cause, some good amount of wind damage, and we want to make sure you're inside when these storms hit. And honestly, I would
Yeah,
not be
because
shocked
there
to see
is
a new
tornado-like
warning
damage.
for Lee County, severe thunderstorm warning for Lee County here soon, because portion of the storm that's in Claiborne is pushing into Lee, maybe even for portions of Hancock. We'll have to wait and see. We do have a wind damage report. Numerous trees down across northern Knox County coming in there within the past few minutes.
Yeah, got another. Yeah, that outflow in Knox County is also producing more storms.
Yeah, I do see that storm now popping
Again,
up
I'm going to
going
go to
over
the window
downtown.
again because I'm hearing some activity outside.
And we don't advise you to go
And
toward windows as well if you're watching our stream. We advise you to be away
oh
from
yeah, we've
windows at
got
this time.
oh yeah, it's gusty, very gusty here. I would advise to stay inside.
We no,
Yeah,
these haven't approached
it's
downtown
spinning some
Churchill.
trees.
Yeah, these haven't
Uh,
approached downtown Churchill yet, but when they do we have a weather station data from there?
I do. I'll go ahead and pull it up.
Uh, more wind damage reports in Knox County right now, and what these reports are doing, they're helping the Weather Service have more confidence in issuing these warnings as they move off to the north
And
and
also, the
east.
reports are used for insurance purposes as well. So if you do sustain damage, report it to the Weather Service because they need that for insurance claims as well.
And you're looking at weather station data right now, and I'm not. Let's see what we have. And again, the it looks like downtown Churchill proper, they're going to get a little bit of rain, but I don't know if they're going to get really the big core of this.
Yeah. They are getting a bit of some gusty winds now,
And some gusty
about
wind
1 mile an hour. That's not
damage.
necessarily gusty, but gusts of about 1.2. Let's see here. We'll keep that in the background.
We'll keep it
I'll
there.
have it on my phone here.
Be ready just in case we get a big spike.
Yeah.
Alright.
Whoa, tree just came down. Hold on.
Alright, and we have a new warning, and my weather radio ain't gonna go off for this one. I made sure to turn it off. We have tree damage now being reported in Hawkins County. Live right here. We is the first to know it. Severe thunderstorm warning. Hancock and Lee County. I told you 5 minutes ago you should be prepared for a new one. Your weather radio is probably going off. Get inside. Make sure you're inside. 6-mile winds. You don't need to take your safe precautions, but we want you inside. And this one goes till 6:45. It includes Pennington Gap, Dryden, and Jonesville. So it includes a pretty good portion of Lee County here. And I'll put up my radar here and I'll zoom in on that here and I'll let Eli, I'm sure he's going to call that in there. I'll let him do that. Yep, so I'll let him do that and I'll take over coverage for just a moment because this happens sometimes. So Ewing, Ed's Mill, this is right over Ewing right now, but Ed's Mill, Wilson Hill, down toward the Lee County Airport, Van, Martin Creek in Hancock County, down towards Sunnyside. You're going to be in this new warning as soon as it pops up on the screen here. I do want to note, not in our coverage area, but Bell County warning has expired in Kentucky. But again, we have tonight though we're going to have a linear mode of storms come through, and some of those could be strong to severe as well. And the marginal risk verified today. We do want to say we had a marginal risk of severe weather, and that has verified. So again, wind damage being reported with a storm now over Churchill. Okay, here's our new polygon. Includes a good portion of Lee County, Kyles Ford as well, in Hancock County at this current time. So this is for, like I said, a good portion of Lee, northwestern Hancock until 6:45, and severe thunderstorm here with 60-mile-an-hour winds and the potential for a penny-sized hail. So approaching Martin Creek, Eds Mill, Wilson Hill. And again, we're continuing to watch that as well. The Hawkins County storm, and we're not forgetting you guys over here in the North Carolina high country as well. Severe thunderstorm warning, including the campus of Appalachian State University up toward and Ashe County, portion of Wilkes County, Watauga County. Not wanting to forget you guys with some gusty winds possible there and maybe some small hail, not extremely large, but maybe up to penny size with the returns I was seeing on the vertically integrated liquid. So again, let's get through this round and then we'll see what happens with the next round. Now, a lot of this shower thunderstorm activity could take away some of our energy for this evening and tonight. Storms move through, but we'll wait and see. And obviously, we'll be here with you as these storms do move through. And again, we have the warning. So, update to the severe thunderstorm watch here by the National Weather Service in Jackson. And not really much going on, but right now with that, Leslie Letcher, all of that's still good. The update does not include any of our coverage area. The severe thunderstorm warning for Anderson and Campbell County has expired by the National Weather Service. So again, storms moving northeast, Scott County, Sullivan County. Don't be shocked if you go under a severe thunderstorm warning here within the next few minutes. Again, we're tracking storms moving into Lee County, portions of Hancock County, and storms back off to the west in kind of a linear mode. Some of these could be linear mode here back through portions of Knox County, back toward Union, Granger, Jefferson County. This will eventually approach Hamlin County as well. So we're just going to stay with this for the next little bit because we are having damage with these storms, and we had damage we're having damage in Hawkins County. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning. Granger, sorry. So Claiborne, Granger, and Hancock County till 6:45, when 60 miles an hour. So I'm going to say a good bit of Hancock County, if not all of Hancock County, under a severe thunderstorm warning. This includes Heritage, New Tazewell, and Tazewell. And again, watching these as they move through our area here. We're continuing to watch shower thunderstorms, and I'd say we're probably going to be on here for another good 30 minutes at least, keeping you up to date. And we want to make sure you are up to date with any severe thunderstorms, and you take these seriously. And even though they're just severe thunderstorm warnings today, these do need to be taken seriously. They are producing wind damage. We've had some hail reported in some of these. We had an instance of ping pong ball size hail with some of those. But let's look at the Lee County, Hancock County warning. Severe thunderstorm located near Ewing right now, and this could be some gusty winds, and watching near Little Creek as well back through there. Just watching that, and maybe some small hail with these as well as they move into Hancock and Hawkins County. We have storms as well down here in the central East Tennessee Valley with very gusty winds down near Blaine and Richland and Perrin Hollow, Lee Springs, Leah Springs, Nance's Grove is there. There's Newmarket. There's Jefferson City. Wouldn't shock me here within the next 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, get a new warning for maybe portions of Morristown. And these wind speeds that you're seeing of about I'll put the inspector tool on here. What these blues are, this is probably about 60 miles an hour, or 50 to 60, and this is very close to the radar side. When I say close, I mean not far at all. from the radar site, and I'll continue to watch that. The storm up near Hawkins County producing some gusty winds in Hawkins County, producing some gusty winds right now near Oklahoma, Churchill, Carter's Valley area. We did have a tree go down in Carter's Valley. The report not came through the chat room yet, but we had first-hand account of that here. And Eli, over the last little bit, all of Hancock County is now in a severe thunderstorm warning. Lee County is under a warning, and they are issuing a new Moss scale discussion. I'll see what that's about, and I'll let you take over for just a second, Eli.
Fantastic, thank you. So again, as you heard, we do have some damage, first-hand damage. But again, probably we'll get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Scott County, Virginia in a couple minutes. Again, don't want to take our coverage off of Knoxville. Knoxville is probably getting a pretty nasty storm in downtown, especially along the 640 loop. And Chilhowie Mills, Holston Mills, and Machina Heights. Probably we'll get some nasty storms here in a minute. The Weather Service is being bombarded with damage reports right now. I call in that one. They'll be releasing it here in a couple minutes. If you do have any damage, go ahead and tag the Weather Service in Twitter, and if you can, safely take a picture if you can. If you can't, do not chance anything. So again, as we look here on velocity, where you see those bright greens turning into blue, that is where we're having, some pretty heavy wind, about 60 miles an hour. Our severe limit, the criteria for severe thunderstorm warning to be issued is 58. Sorry, 58 miles an hour. And so that this is, we'll have to keep a close eye on all this.
Alrighty.
This whole time, it's been showing your screen.
Yep, and I just now got that fixed because I just noticed that. You know.
Okay.
Oh, this has been fun.
All right, great. No big deal.
We got two new warnings.
We came on.
Blunt, London, McMinn,
Okay.
Monroe, Roan, and
Move for
Claiborne, Cock,
Hawkins.
Granger,
All right.
Grain, Hamlin, Hawkins, Jefferson. We're probably going to be on here till 7 o'clock at least, I would say.
Yeah, we're going to be on here for a while, folks. So buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride.
And something we did not expect
these
we
are
would be doing right now.
Just coming in because there's so many warnings right now that are going on.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if that alpha boundary kick up some new storms here shortly.
And if that happens, we're going to be here even longer because we are your weather authority and we're going to keep you updated and we'll make sure that you stay safe. And that's our number one priority here. Appalachian Highlands Weather East Tennessee Skywatch.
We would do this at 1 in the morning if we had to.
If we had to, we would.
Probably jinxed us. Anyways, our job got some heavy winds there. Wow, I got a close lightning strike here just a second ago. So I wouldn't be surprised, especially towards Mount Carmel and Marshall Estates, towards the northern end of Carter's Valley. You probably should be go ahead and take some.
And I would be expecting within the next probably couple of minutes a
Cover,
severe thunderstorm warning
because
for Scott and maybe even northwestern Sullivan.
that's true. Yeah.
So
Velocity's not too impressive. If they did, it would probably be for hell.
yeah, 'cause that reflectivity value is somewhat high. The bill is
Yeah.
a little bit, but
Bill is okay.
yeah.
Almost 40. Getting close up there. We do have a new meso discussion real quick. What's that say?
And
We could
20% chance,
for
but
our
it's,
area. 20% chance, yeah. But the chances there. This environment is supportive of multi-cells, producing locally strong to damaging wind gusts. The primary threat should persist another couple hours, but storms should begin weakening after 8 tonight as the boundary stabilizes. So around 8 tonight. So we've got about 2 more hours plus of all this, and then we should be in the clear.
To let folks
So
know, I am going to try and get our ticker back working because I have noticed that's for some reason not working at this point.
that one near Joppa got about 51 right now.
Alright, let me. Alright, looks like
But
I got
again, you did hear us. It's not necessarily a huge chance that there will be a watch, but the chances there down right now on what they're going to do.
It's weird because all these,
So,
because we have a watch right now
uh,
for southeast Kentucky and, up to Buchanan and Dickinson County. But at this current time, most of your warnings are outside of that watch. And when I say most, I mean all of them besides our Kentucky warnings, which is one.
yeah,
I want to
that's kind of
warn
funny
people
right
in
now.
Maryville that you're under a severe thunderstorm warning too. Maryville, Alcoa, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. We also have an update. Campbell County, out of one of these warnings we have, Campbell County's been canceled and Claiborne County's been continued. That's until 6:30 for mainly gusty winds, maybe some small hail at this point. You have the one down there near Sweetwater, and you
That
can tell we've been
southeast
talking
to
about.
Knoxville now, headed towards exit 407. Did they finally warn on that one? Oh, they did. Good.
Yeah, so because we've had
I was
multiple
worried that they
warnings
would.
here.
I got distracted. That Naperville tornado was an EF3. Wow. All
Yeah, I
right.
saw that earthly is coming on the air. That was.
Yeah.
We've been busy for the past hour.
Yeah. Get off of that. Got sidetracked. So again, got some gusty winds getting ready to hit Morristown and Jefferson City. If you're in there, you should probably go ahead and take some shelter as we speak. Do we have any new damage reports in?
I'm not seeing any, but as you said, they're getting bombarded with reports. And alright, and I have just went under a significant weather advisory. It looks like significant weather advisory for northern
Good for you.
Sullivan, northeastern Hawkins.
Northeastern
You're in it
Hawkins,
too.
southeastern
Southeastern
Scott.
Scott,
All right.
southwestern Washington, the city
Uh,
of Bristol. Until
all
6:45.
right. How about that, folks? You get to have more fun with us. All right.
Other
Good.
than your local television
That's
stations.
here. Uh, I'm not sure. It is 6:07. So they ought to be in a live newscast.
They are,
Let's
but
see. Uh,
before we came on, they wasn't covering anything. But again, nothing was really occurring in the viewing area. And then it all
they're not
started.
technically don't have to cover anything until a tornado warning is issued.
Yeah,
And all that's technically required for a television station during a tornado warning is just a ticker with the warning
and
text.
honestly, I don't like that either.
So,
But, yeah, that's my opinion on that.
yeah, I'm not that big of a fan of it either
Update:
here.
70-mile-an-hour winds,
New severe
canceling.
thunderstorm warning. Well, actually,
It's
that's
an
they
update,
canceled Campbell, Knox, and Union and continued Granger with that. Um,
and I can confirm none of your Tri-Cities local TV stations, at least Tri-Cities. I don't know about Knoxville right now, and I'll check that here in just a second. But WCYB or WJHL is not doing live weather coverage. So, we're your only Tri-Cities or Appalachian
not
Highland
now.
station doing that.
Yeah,
At
we're
this
the only
time.
one.
So,
Live
Union
coverage,
County,
yeah.
thunderstorm, wind damage, Mount Carmel, some wind damage, shingles blown off.
That's wow.
And they just strong thunderstorm
That's really
alerted that
big
storm
there.
and did not severe it, which kind of shocks me with the reports we're getting out of these storms.
Well, that was a couple minutes ago though. That was 5:51 and it's
If it was,
6:08.
they're getting bombarded with reports right now, and I don't think the Weather Service
So if we
expected
look
it to
at
be
the
like this.
radar, no. So if we look at the radar, let's go back to a 5:51 scan. So that's the closest as you're going to get. The storm would have been in there.
So it's gusty winds out ahead of it, it looks like, because that was Mount Carmel.
So it could have, yeah, because there was that outflow.
Yeah, that outflow. Okay.
Yeah.
Gate
So
City, I'd go ahead and make sure you're inside because rain, potentially maybe some gusty winds, small hail heading your way. So Gate City, even though you're technically not in a warning, I'd be inside at
go
least.
ahead and get inside. Yeah. with the potential of some hail and some gusty winds as well. New severe thunderstorm warning for Hawkins until 6, or pardon me, 7. For Green until 7.
And
Hawkins until
updating
7.
one of them as well, canceling Granger,
That's going to
continuing
be
Jefferson
that
and Knox.
warning that we were talking about earlier is going to include parts that are near Rogersville. So certainly could be keeping a close eye on that. Isn't that warning, that new warning that they issued?
The Rogersville one, yeah, this is a huge.
We got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Dickinson and Buchanan.
Yes. All right. Hey, we finally got one within the watch area. All right. So, wanting to note that traffic on I-26 along I-26 East and Sullivan County has been closed due to a serious tractor-trailer incident at this current time.
Okay. Not sure if that is related to the thunderstorm or not. I do not think
Don't
it
look
is.
like it.
What I'll go ahead and I'm going to do is actually flip TDOT.
It's actually saying in Johnson City, so would not be related, I don't think. But what I'll do here is I will pop up my screen for just a second. I will look at the storm they're warning near Clintwood right now. Clintwood, you're getting a. Honestly, I think Jackson will honestly give us a better look at that than Charleston.
Yeah.
And you're Clintwood right now, and you're hearing my phone go off with a bunch of alerts. And I don't really know why it's turned up either. Clintwood right now, some gusty winds and some hail possible within this. Alright, so that's 60 mile an hour winds, penny-sized hail there. Updating the severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect for Hancock and Lee County. Hancock County's out of it. Lee County's still in it. That's for a very good portion of Lee County there as well. Pennington Gap and Jonesville and that. We're waiting for the polygon to show up here in Clintwood at this current time.
Still not shown up yet. That is a bit weird. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead. So we do have that damage report out of Mount Carmel. Public reports thunderstorm wind damage. 1-inch tree limbs broken and shingles have been blown off. And that other one near Norris Lake. I got that polygon up if you want to transfer to me.
Take it to you right now. There you go. I don't have it yet, so
all right.
Got it on you now.
So you do see that yellow box that does include Clintwood, Haza, Vansett, Grundy, and Clinchco. Also the city of Clintwood as well. This goes until for another 47 minutes, so probably about 6:55. I would say maybe a little bit, something about that. Anyways, 7. Yeah, 7. My math is not too good today.
Continuing the severe thunderstorm warning for Ashwaubenon and Wilkes as well here. I'll take that one here real quick. Still 6 mile an hour winds, quarter size hail. I've got that one up, so I'll take it real quick. So what I would say here, you've got Boone here. The storm kind of pushing out of Boone here. West Jefferson. I think you're gonna be really more in the clear of this, and but again, we're not as worried about Wilkes as we are about Ashwaubenon coverage area wise, and 2 miles northeast of Rutledge in Granger County. Just want to get to this report real quick. Law enforcement's reporting several trees down as well. So, but again, Bearmont, Langston, Yates, Fleetwood, Glendale Springs here in northwest North Carolina, Ashwaubenon counties. Just to give you a quick note there. But again, just wanted to let you know of all the warnings we have going on here. We got a lot of them. So, let me go ahead and give you a roundup here. So, Rogersville. Well, first of all, let's start up here in Lee County. Lee County, Jonesville, Pennington Gap, Blackwater, Van. Those areas under a severe thunderstorm warning until 32 minutes. That would be 6:45. Most of Hawkins County and all of Hawkins. And Tazewell in Claiborne County for another 31 minutes. That'd be 6:45 as well. 16 more minutes for areas like Van Buren Spring. So that would be 6:30. The big warning down here that covers a lot of the area: Cott County, Jefferson County, all of Hamblin, Hawkins, and I'm thinking that is Granger County until 7 o'clock. And When this storm gets closer to Greenville, if it still has its strength, and by the way, the storm's passing over the weather service here, so they should be able to get us a good report
Okay.
out of that. Um, we'll have,
Actually, the
be able to,
reporting station down there is down.
well, never mind then. All right, so and as
So,
these storms approach Greenville, we have a Greenville camera we can use as well. Midway, Strawberry Plains, and that warning is expiring right now. We have another warning. I'm sorry for to those folks in Maryville. We've not focused on you as much, but storm back through here. Let's see the counties involved in this: London, northeastern McMinn, western Blunt, northern Monroe, and southeastern Roane. Till 6:45. Some hell within this. Small hail near Sweetwater possible, maybe up to Penny, maybe up to quarter size, and some gusty winds here as well. So Eli, I'm going to put you back on the screen. Hand it over to you for just a second.
all right. So again, as you see right now, we do have the radar going here on a loop. Again, so near Jefferson City, it doesn't look too impressive right now. That's because it's literally right over the radar site, and the radar tends to have a tough time with the detecting right there. So let's see if I can get you wind readings real quick. There. It's hard to get wind readings right now. I mean, that's basically 80 feet off the ground.
Yeah,
Um,
that'd be some good readings, but when you're that close, you want to be close to the radar site when you're looking at these storms. But you don't want to be that close where it's right over it either, because then you can't get good readings.
no,
I want to
no.
note that some lightning is occurring with these storms, and no matter if they're producing the 60-mile-an-hour
Severe or
winds
not, yeah. You need
or
to be
quarter-size hail,
inside.
you need to be inside and take these seriously for sure, because I'm telling you, my phone has been blowing up over here with alerts, so luckily I've got that one turned down. But just want to let you know, just this is the seriousness that we could have on a marginal risk day.
Yeah.
Because marginal risk does
I'm
not
gonna
mean
have to
one.
go, Scholar.
That's
I've got
fine.
a couple things to catch up on here.
So I
If
will
you need,
take
just give me a
over.
holler.
Yep, I'll
I've
take
got to
over
go.
coverage here, and we'll stay as long as we need here, and continue live we'll continue live coverage of these storms. And again, I'll try to keep track of the comments as well too. If you have any questions or anything, comment them, and I'll check them periodically as much as I can. So. For right now, though, we do have severe thunderstorm warnings across a lot of the area, uh, across Morristown, Midway, Rogersville, Jefferson City, Rutledge, Tazewell, Sneedville, Jonesville, Clintwood, Hayside, Grundy, Boone. So that's a lot of the area now uh, under a severe thunderstorm warning. Maryville as well. Don't have the Maryville warning in here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch sources in just a moment. What's that warning? It's for the Cab, Van Buren, Warren, and Southeastern White. Alright, just checking what that warning was. So at this current time, again, we have multiple warnings, and these could produce 60 miles an hour winds and maybe hell up to the size of quarters. And again, we are staying with you through this live on the air here, and we aren't going to go anywhere until we believe these storms have weakened. And at this current time, I do believe we're probably going to be on until about 7 o'clock. We'll reevaluate here around that time and see what we think there. But new storm report coming in from Claiborne County. Law enforcement reporting tree damage, several trees down across the county at this current time in Claiborne County. That's per law enforcement. So go down to Maryville. I want to forget you folks in your Morristown and stuff. The storm's passing over the radar site. Not a lot we can do for sure. There's a storm down here near Midway, Strawberry Plains. It's got my attention. Let's check the bill on that. And maybe some small hail, velocity, maybe some gusty winds, but we'll keep an eye on it. But this one down here, let's see here, toward Eva Mills, London, and eventually we'll be approaching Maryville, which is a population center. Claiborne County, another thunderstorm thunderstorm, wind damage report, several trees down near the Clarefield areas. But again, this could have some gusty winds with it as well. Let's check the wind speeds on these. That's really because the hail is a problem, but we're also worried about winds, and these winds, as they're passing over the radar site, we're not going to get good look. So go back to reflectivity. We're not really going to get a good look at reflectivity either. These storms all pushing off to the northeast. We have one up here, a severe thunderstorm warning in Jonesville and Pennington Gap. That's Lee County, Virginia. And at this current time, maybe some gusty winds. Don't look too impressive. And small hail that don't look too impressive either. Let's get up here toward Dickinson and Buchanan counties. So Clintwood, Clinchco, Grundy, Council, those areas, Oakwood as well. The high res velocity showing some gusty winds there. Not maybe to 40, 50 miles an hour. And we'll check our VIL. That's our vertically integrated liquid product. And that's some possible small hail, but nothing really large. Update. So let me go see what this update is. We'll go down northwest North Carolina here as well. But the update here they're going to cancel McMinn and Roan and continue Blunt, London, and Monroe till 6:45, 160. Hell, penny size. And this could have some hail with it as well. Watauga County storm into Wilkes County. Does not include Wilkesboro. This warning does still include Boone, and we're getting some gusty winds in here as well. So this is a night. We are here on the air with you. We're here with you on Facebook Live. This one here would be the warning I was talking about that we had the continuation on. And I want to know, we have a Moscow discussion out that I'm about to pull up in just a second about the new watch, potentially into the East Tennessee Valley. But as of right now, the chances of that is low. But it's being considered about 20% chance of that, but I'm just going to get in here with my inspector tool, maybe 40 mile, I saw 44 there, mile-an-hour winds. See, so we could have maybe up to 50 mile-an-hour winds here. If we check our VIL product again, some hail possible as well. So let's just zoom out here, and let's just give you a big picture. The time, 6:22 on this Monday evening. We're here with you on Appalachian Highlands Weather, East Tennessee Skywatch, giving you the latest on the severe weather situation going on at this current time. And we currently have severe thunderstorm warnings out for a good portion of East Tennessee and some of Southwest Virginia and Northwest North Carolina as well. The warning for the warning for Dickinson and Buchanan's off the board. Sorry, I did miss that there. So the National Weather Service canceled that warning there for portions of Dickinson and Buchanan County. That's just been canceled altogether. So again, sorry we're having issues with our ticker. We'll try to get that fixed there and at some point. But right now we just need to focus on our coverage at this current time. And so right here near Van, that's where our Lee County storm is, and this eventually will be pushing north and east into Scott County, Virginia. So Scott County, early heads up there for you on that one. And this one here that was across Hawkins County earlier, I'll take this like that too. So this here, that's basically nothing. That was the one that produced a little bit of wind damage down here near Churchill. That's basically nothing right now. But again, these storms moving over the radar site. We're not getting a good view of them right now. Give it probably 2 more radar scans, or probably next 5-10 minutes, we might be able to get a better look at those, and we'll focus on those a little more. But just want to know, Greenville, Midway, Mohawk, I believe Ostheim's going to be in this, Newport, Dandridge, Jefferson City, these have just passed over you, Morristown, Russellville, Bean Station, St. Clair, Austin's Mill, Rogersville, and then back up through here, Sneedville's in a warning as well, including Tazewell. So this is round 1 of what was going to be pop-up pulse storms, and we've kind of got into a situation where we've had strong gusty winds with these, and I don't really want to say they've overperformed, but they somewhat have, and some of these areas here where we've had the potential for 60, 70 mile an hour winds. So, watching the chat rooms with the National Weather Service. Let's get back over here to this storm as well. This warning expires in about 6 minutes for portions of Watauga in Wilkes County in northwest North Carolina. And this storm is um, eventually going to be exiting the warning area, and it still looks pretty strong, and eventually actually exiting our coverage area. But near that's a bench knob there. That could be where we have some gusty winds of maybe 40 to 50 miles an hour there in those areas as well. Gusty winds extreme back toward Bamboo and Triplet. Again, we don't have good radar coverage in this area. We're using a radar up in Blacksburg and maybe some small hail. So again, we're on here with you because we're doing a severe weather coverage. A lot of our area experiencing severe weather at this current time. And again, once warnings are expired, we'll kind of go off here for a little bit, but we'll continue to keep you updated. So what we have right now is the potential for a few storms to be severe. That's what we have, but severe storms. But later tonight, as the cold front approaches, we could have a couple more storms. Maybe go strong, but our atmosphere is going to be really worked over. What I want to do is I want to switch to our watch map, and this is just going to have the severe thunderstorm watch, and it does include Buchanan and Dickinson counties till 8 o'clock, Letcher, Harlan, Leslie counties until 9 o'clock. In Fentress County, we have some followers there, not technically in the coverage area, until 9 o'clock. And did not want to go to that, so we're going to go back over here to radar. Well, here is a no, we're not going to show the threat tracker right now because that has somewhat changed a little bit since I've updated that last time. Let's take off the watch and let's put on only severe thunderstorm warnings. And I'll turn on the front in a minute because that's what we want to see. And these warnings aren't on here. I'm wondering on that. That warning should be on there. Right, so we're not going to go to that map because one of our major warnings is not on there, if I was looking at that correctly. No, it's not. Let me try to refresh that. Nope. Okay. So we're not going to use that. Changed my mind. We're not going to use that because we still got this warning ongoing here in Greene County, Hawkins County, Hamlin County, Granger County, Jefferson County, Cott County as well. Don't want to leave you guys out now down toward Parisville and Newport. But Morristown, the storm's kind of starting to move away from the radar site. We might be able to give us a better look at this. And I'm going to have our Greenville camera ready. Okay, this is showing gusty winds. And again, it's a little bit above the surface. Not too far above the surface. Then we'll see what the Weather Service is saying. If they're going to have any damage near their office. Or they'll at least be able to report to us if they're seeing some hail. But their reporting station wind-wise is down. So let's take it back here real quick. And again, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lee County, Hancock, Claiborne, and like I said, Greene, Hawkins, Hamlin, Cott, Jefferson, Granger. Down here toward Maryville as well, we have that warning, and this storm's approaching the Greenback area. All right, updating. So Claiborne County's been let go of the big warning that we have on the board. Claiborne County's been let go out of it, but we still have Cott, Granger, Greene, Hamlin, Hawkins, Jefferson in that. We'll get back up there in just a second, but I do want to see here the very gusty winds within this down toward Morganton, Tennessee. Again, we want to note not the Morganton, North Carolina. We might have some followers from over there, but not in that area. This is in eastern Tennessee right now. Only one warning in North Carolina, and that is in Ash, Watauga, and Wilkes County. But this is getting close to Maryville at this time. Claiborne County portion of this warning has been let go, and that is this one's for gusty winds. Maybe some small hail within these as well. But Weather Service noting not really a big hail threat. This is more of a wind threat. This is kind of formed into a linear mode, but continuing to watch it. This warning is set to expire right in probably about 30 to 60 seconds. And again, if we look at the velocity, we could see some gusty winds 40, 50 miles an hour. We'll have to wait and see what the National Weather Service in Blacksburg does with that. So I said I was going to show you the cold front. I'm going to do that. Didn't mean to pop that on. And again, we could be seeing some hail indications in here. Wouldn't be shocked for a new warning, and if we get that, we'll obviously go back over there and let you know. Um, yeah, let's go talk about the front, why don't we? Let me pull this up where I can control it. And, we're just going to turn off all the warnings. All right? Again, just to let you know, we have no tornado warnings as well. The tornado threat looks very low. New severe thunderstorm warning over in northwestern North Carolina till 7:30. Where's that cold front? So our cold front is all the way back here, west of Nashville. Don't have a pin I can use on this, but that's more of a measuring. So, but this is west of Nashville, and what I'm gonna do is I'll pop up the national radar, and I'll pop up see if we have any warnings back that way. And we have one warning back here toward Cumberland County that we need to watch as it moves eastward. But again, we're watching the cold front, more showers, more thunderstorms possible as we go into the later hours of your day to day. So, or your night tonight, I should say. So let's get back over here to our radar because we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Allegheny, Ash, Watauga, Wilkes in North Carolina until 7:30. 3 miles south-southeast of Rose Hill in Lee County. Some wind damage at right around 6:30. A few trees down there near Rose Hill. Get up through here. This storm looks to be collapsing potentially. Not as high reflectivity value. Let's look at our echo tops. And not too high, about 28 there, maybe some 30s. So again, that storm could have had maybe even a downburst when it was close to Rose Hill. Again, getting our alerts here of our new warning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you down to that one and show it to you. New warning, including portions of what I'm more worried about is Ashland, Target County, but Obits, the Yates, Glendale Springs, up toward Laurel Springs, down toward the Allegheny line, toward Powder, Horn, Stony Fork, Hodgetown, Triplet, Laxon. Just a little bit of Highway 221 as you head from Rutherwood back over toward Wilkesboro and North Wilkesboro as well from, let's say, Boone there. So, get back over here to this these warnings across eastern Tennessee. And again, what we'll probably do is I'll probably stay with you here for just a little bit longer until these storms do show signs of weakening. This one down here definitely does not show signs of weakening at this current point. Going to be approaching Maryville and did not I want our actual high res there. And we could be seeing some signs of still some gusty winds approaching Greenback and then eventually toward Maryville. So Maryville proper, Alcoa, those areas need to be ready for this gusty winds. And eventually this storm will make its way up towards Sevierville, so in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. So those down there, those folks down there in Sevier County need to keep an eye out on this storm as well. Updating the severe thunderstorm warning, canceling Granger, continuing Claiborne and Hancock, and that's the smaller warning, not the big warning. So it's this one up here. It does include a little small part of Granger County here. This one will continue for just a little bit of for a good portion of Hancock and portions of Claiborne here, and that one goes until 6:45. And the wind's not that strong there, and I wouldn't be shocked if the Weather Service maybe drops this earlier, just lets it expire at 6:45. And after that, we have the Maryville warning still on the board until 6:45. We have the Ash and Watauga warning on the board till 7:30. Eventually, that'll probably be canceled for those two counties. Within probably by 7, I would say at least. This gives it another 30 minutes because the storm will be moving out of those areas. And this storm here in Lee County looks to be weakening as it heads towards Scott County. So still some possible gusty winds with this. But we're watching it, and the hail threat looks to be dissipating with it. But we're watching it closely. This storm here still seems to be going here, heading toward Hawkins County and Greene County. And we're going to be with you a little bit longer. The severe thunderstorm warning for Lee County has been canceled, which is good news for those of you in Lee County. Still maybe some rain, maybe some thunder, lightning. But a new severe thunderstorm warning for Harlan, Letcher, and Perry counties until 7:15. That's in southeast Kentucky. But I was kind of watching this part of the storm system here, and that is what we have here: severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds for Harlan, Letcher, and Perry counties in Kentucky till 7:15. So it's something we're watching very closely, and it's been as we continue on with this severe weather event here as we're currently live on East Tennessee Skywatch Appalachian Highlands Weather. We thank you for joining us. We're your weather authority because we are only here with severe thunderstorm warnings. And I think our severe weather threat will go for a little longer tonight, but our atmosphere is definitely being worked over by these. But as the cold front approaches, can't rule out maybe another isolated strong to severe storm. But we'll continue to watch that, and frequent cloud to ground lightning occurring up here toward Harlan County right now. So that's what I'm looking at, and that's the new warning here probably. And I'm kind of shocked that it does include Harlan and Letcher. Sorry, Harlan and Letcher County in this. So there's our gusty wind possibility, frequent cloud to ground lightning. I mean, there's tons of lightning here. The potential for some hail there as well. The warning only says maybe around penny size, but I'm suggesting this could increase to quarter size. This part here strengthening. It's past the city of Harlan toward Everett's, High Split, Tots, back toward Cumberland, Lynch, and eventually be moving into portions of Letcher County. This is going to maybe impact southwest Virginia, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that part of the storm in a loop, and we'll kind of show you how it's kind of got a little more organized and a little more lightning, and how it's moving. It could affect portions of southwest Virginia as well. Here's how the warning is drawn, kind of like it affect maybe Wise or Dickinson County here just a little bit. But Cumberland, Lynch, Whitesburg, Payne Gap, Jenkins, Blakely, Cornetsville, Cumberland, Tots, Everett, or Harlan is not in the warning, but Whitesburg and Jenkins is as you get into Letcher County. So that's there. And again, here's our severe thunderstorm warnings extending from now near all of Hancock County and Riley and Claiborne County as well, and Oak Grove and Claiborne County, Old Cedar Fort, those areas down into Greene County, Hawkins, Hamblin, Jefferson, portions of Cock down toward Liberty Hill. If I said Granger, down toward Bean Station, Hawkins, so those areas. And then we have this one here back toward Maryville that we're watching. It expires in another 8 minutes. If we see another warning, we'll obviously let you know on that one as well. So again, our velocity here is somewhat impressive. Not super impressive, but again, somewhat impressive along this little line. So again, this one expires in another 53 minutes. This one goes until 7:30 for portions of Ashe and Watauga counties. Some gusty winds near Powderhorn Mountain right now. These winds could be reaching maybe 40, 50 miles an hour. That could be enough to blow down some trees. Torrential rainfall could be occurring here. Let's see what our rain rates are looking like. And yeah, maybe some hail here as well as you get into Wilkes County as well. This does include places like North Wilkesboro and Cricket Park over in Wilkes County, which is not in our coverage area, but you might have friends over that way if you live in Watauga or Ashe County over there in the high country and watching us live. But we do thank you for watching us here as we bring you our latest severe weather coverage. It's been a long evening so far. Let's see, how long we've been going? We've been going about an hour and a half now, and we're continuing to go for you, keep you safe. So Bean Station, Mooresburg, Russellville, now getting some of this storm, and what we're going to do, turn on our velocity. Some strong gusty winds within this part of the line here, south from Morristown toward Russellville, and you can see winds of maybe up to 45, maybe 50 miles an hour, and we'll see what the Weather Service does at 7 o'clock with that warning. Want to do another whole recap of warnings, and I'm just going to turn our radar data off and do a recap. So we know we have some followers over in Cumberland County. Let you know you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. Does not include the city of Crossville, but that's not in our coverage area. Let's focus on ones in the coverage areas of Appalachian Highlands Weather and East Tennessee Skywatch. Severe thunderstorm warning including Lenore City, London, Greenback, Maryville. Another one including Bean Station, Rogersville, Sneedville, Riley, Uh, Maybe a little bit of Jefferson City there. Mossheim, that one goes until 7. Cumberland, Whitesburg, Jenkins up in southeast Kentucky, that goes till 7:15. Portions of Ashe and Watauga counties in south northwest North Carolina until 7:30. How long does this one go again? 6 minutes. That's still 6:45, so we'll have to wait and see what the Weather Service does with that one. Let's put our radar data back on, why don't we? Just going to put it in a loop real quick, and we're going to continue to watch these storms and see kind of how they have progressed over the last little bit. I'll tell you, these have somewhat showed a little weakening trend here on the reflectivity. Definitely not as strong as they were. Not saying they're still not strong. And we'll see what the Weather Service does with those warnings here in just a little bit. As we're about 20 minutes away from the expiration of those, and if this is extended in maybe to the city of Greenville, we'll pull up a Skycam that we have down there at Barkman Menard Chevrolet from Resort Cams. Some more severe storms over here in northwest North Carolina. Wilkes County, Allegheny, Ashe, Watauga, Stony Fork, Yates, Laurel Springs, back up toward Wilkesboro and North Wilkesboro. And this warning up here, producing frequent cloud ground lightning right now. So with this storm, even if it doesn't produce the gusty winds or maybe the hail that we maybe hail, this is still dangerous. You need to be inside from this storm if you're in places like Cumberland, Whitesburg, and Jenkins. Frequent cloud of ground lightning there with that one. So we plan to go until 7 o'clock. That's my plan here live. Unless we have indications that we need to go longer to keep you safe here. And what we've done is we've been on for a while now, for a good hour and a half about. So we're going to go just to see how long until these storms kind of start weakening. And the severe thunderstorm warning down through here is getting cut back here toward Morristown. So Cott, Granger, and Jefferson, the danger from this storm is over from you county-wise. Cott County, Granger County, Jefferson County. Well, this storm is over you, but Greene, Hamlin, and Hawkins County still in the warning. But I'd say Morristown West clear from you as well. And we're still waiting. We know we've got some trees down in the area and stuff, and we'll continue to collect some damage and post that stuff on maybe our Twitter and our Facebook pages as we get all that collected and stuff, and we'll have that for you. But as of right now, we're more looking at a severe weather event still unfolding. Therefore, we still need to keep our eyes on it. Alright, the severe thunderstorm warning for Blount, London, and Monroe County has been allowed to expire. So this one here has been allowed to expire. Good news. That one goes for another 18 minutes. I'll look at the Nashville radar, and this one is showing some really good indications of large hail. And I'm not able to see Nashville's products. I'll join that where I can here, because that one, they're saying small hail, but I know we're looking pretty far up in the atmosphere, but that's some very high reflectivity values right now in Cumberland County. Cumberland County out in the viewing area. This could affect the viewing area here within the next little bit, so something we will keep our eye on for you. Storms that will affect you, we like keeping our eye on. So a strong thunderstorm affecting now some of Tazewell, Blandon, Mercer counties in southwest Virginia. Nothing here though, not within our coverage areas again. But let's get back down into this storm here. It's prompted a severe thunderstorm warning over Hawkins and Greene and Hamlin counties. So this here near Whitesburg, strongest part of this right now, is from what I'm noting on the reflectivity at least, and that is what I'm noting on velocity down toward Whitesburg. That's where your strongest winds down through Hell Crossroads. And back up through here towards Sneedville, I expect that one to be allowed to expire. It's set to expire in 1 minute, and I'm suspecting it'll be allowed to because the winds don't look overly impressive within that. Maybe still some lightning with it, so still need to take any thunderstorm seriously up here in southeastern Kentucky. This one goes for until 7:15, and frequent cloud ground lightning with it, some hail, some gusty winds possible, and near Clover right now is where our strongest winds are. Uh, maybe upwards of 40, maybe to 50 miles an hour. But if we look at our vertically integrated liquid, some hail could be falling here as well. Something to keep our eye on for you. Uh, and if we look over here in northwest North Carolina, Monroe County reporting several trees down across the northern portion of the county at around 6:35. That's from law enforcement. So at this current time, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that we're looking at here. And that is Ashe and Watauga. But Ashe County, I'm going to go ahead and give you the all clear from this. And Watauga County, give me about, I don't know, probably 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll be able to give you the all clear on that. Again, this storm here is fairly weakened, and this down here is weakened below severe limits as well. What's approaching Maryville, but still some frequent cloud of ground lightning. The potential for some gusty winds. That tomorrow going to be approaching Knoxville as well for frequent cloud of ground lightning. So that's what we're seeing there. And we'll continue to watch it. And again, if it goes severe, we'll let you know. So we'll check out what's up here as well. In southeast Kentucky, Cumberland, back toward Jenkins, is where the warning is for. So Harlan, Letcher County, and this is going to impact portions of possibly Wise County as well. And we're going to have to watch and see. Right here on the state line, we have jurisdiction change. So right through here, we have some jurisdiction change. The National Weather Service, I'm kind of going to mark this out for you, covers Lee and Wise County. So that's the Weather Service in Morristown. This is the Weather Service in Charleston. And this is the Weather Service in Jackson, Kentucky over there. And I know, perfect drawing there. But again, we're still watching these storms, and this one impacting a portion of, again, Harlan, Letcher County with frequent cloud of ground lightning, gusty winds, small hail. That's probably the strongest storm we have on the table right now in the viewing area. But again, we could still be looking at strong, severe potential thunderstorms at this current time along our viewing along the viewing area. So that's why we're here. We're going to keep you up to date as long as we are able to back toward Whitesburg, and that's where the strongest part of this cell is with some gusty winds. And we'll see what they do with this storm. Could have some hail within that too, small hail. See what they do with that warning. It's set to expire in 13 minutes at 7 o'clock. So I don't know if you're set to go till 7:30. We'll keep radar on it still. Some heavy downpours back to Hogetown, Triplet, Stony Fork about to move out of our coverage area, but we'll check the wind velocities here, and that's why I'm telling you, Ashe County, about having all clear, and I'm going to be seeing some weak rotation here in Wilkes County that I'm going to watch closely for you. Let's check out reflectivity. Yep, there's a strong reflectivity there as well. Check out our tops. There's some good tops. So, yeah, we could have some weak rotation there that we're going to be watching, and the National Weather Service obviously will watch that as well. A portion of Wilkes County, again, that will not affect our coverage area, but you might know some friends toward Mulberry and up toward the Stone Mountain State Park there in Wilkes County. So just want to give you a little heads up there, and we'll let you know we'll keep an eye on the storm for you, obviously, as it is at the current time impacting portions of Ashe and Wilkes County, or Ashe and Watauga, excuse me, and Appalachian Highlands weather coverage area at this current time. So again, at 6:48, we have severe thunderstorm warnings for Harlan and Letcher counties, in southeast Kentucky, Hawkins, Greene, and portions of Hamblin County in eastern Tennessee. At this current time, and we could still be seeing some gusty winds within that storm, so we're going to continue to watch it. And what I'm going to do here is we'll watch this on a different source, that weak rotation in Wilkes County I was watching. And we have the severe thunderstorm warning for Ashe and Watauga at this current time until 7:30. This one here goes until 7, and this one up here, which is probably our strongest storm, goes until 7:15. And this is going to be interesting if we get a new warning on this storm for portions of Southwest Virginia, how the Weather Service offices are split here. So it's going to be interesting with this. And right now we are at 44, 38. So again, some good gusts there of wind. So what we're going to do, we got that there. All right, they've canceled Perry County out this morning, so we got a new update on this warning. Canceled Perry County, continued Harlan and Letcher till 7:15 at this current time. Want to note with this storm, when I was noting that very weak rotation, I want to note that we're looking high up in the atmosphere as well, because your radar beam is up. Turn on velocity to look at this. I've got a new severe thunderstorm warning that's in the coverage area, so that's what we'll focus on real quick for Blunt and Monroe until 7:30. So, what's it going to be? It's going to include Vernon, Tellico Plains, and Townsend. Right down here, this portion of the storm down through here. Looks like, is that probably the part getting warned? Yeah, we're not going to have the best radar coverage, are we? No. We'll wait for the warning to pop out. We'll get back to it real quick. This storm up here was noting the Alright, Allegheny, Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin severe thunderstorm warning, 6 mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail with this storm. So the storm right here, and it's pretty high up. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to give the all clear. So again, that right there, that's pretty high up, but they'll watch it obviously and see if it does strengthen. But at this current time, I'm not too worried about it because it's going to be exiting our coverage area, and it's pretty weak right now, and it's pretty far up in the atmosphere. So again, here in this moment, I would say the severe thunderstorm warning here will be canceled because they've issued a new one for Allegheny, Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin, which is outside of the coverage area. So again, we still have the severe thunderstorm warning affecting southeast Kentucky for Harlan, Letcher counties until 7:15, and we're probably going to stay here until 7:15, and we'll see what the storm down that way in toward Townsend and Tellico Plains is doing, and we might be staying until 7:30 down toward Blunt and Monroe County. This one here toward Whitesburg might be getting itself together again, impacting mainly Hawkins County toward Pleasant Hill right now. So let's get down through here. We have some gusty winds with this storm. Near Hopewell Mill, along this little line here, just south of Maryville, down toward Tellico Plains, some gusty winds. Let's turn back on our reflectivity because we can have some small hail with this. It don't look incredibly large here probably, but it could be some small hail and something that we're going to watch very closely for you here. Because again, if this storm is strengthened here, we'll stay with you. What they're going to do is they're going to issue a weather service on this Kentucky storm. It's going to issue a significant weather advisory for west central Russell, all of Wise, and the city of Norton. As they're tracking the strong thunderstorm with pea-sized hail and winds in excess of 45 miles an hour up here in southeastern Kentucky, though I think is our strongest storm could be one of our strongest storms on the board right now, and very frequent cloud ground lightning. It's occurring with the storm, so you need to be in your inside at this time. Not really a safe place, but you need to be inside. Stay away from windows, I advise, that good stuff. But at this current time, we are not looking at any tornado warnings, and we hadn't at all tonight. The tornado risk has been very low at this point, and was very low at the start of the day, and that is that way. So again, Hopewell Mill down toward up toward Rambling Acres, Mount Vernon, Tellico Plains, Chestnut Valley, Happy Valley. This is Townsend. This is down here toward Blunt and Monroe County, Tremont, down, and it stretches all the way to the North Carolina state line. So, be interesting to see there. New warning for Blunt, Knox, and Sevier. How about that? till 7:45 because I jinxed us and said storms are possibly trying to weaken, and we got a storm over McGee Tyson producing some gusty winds. That's caused them to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for places like Knoxville, Maryville, and Seymour. Um, so this is pretty fun. So McGee Tyson, the storm. We got a storm over you now, and honestly, I want to kind of see if they're issuing this off of a weather station report. I want to know in Appalachia that we had a tree fell on a vehicle. It was unknown if it's occupied in the 1,800 block of Derby Road, 1,800 block of Derby Road. The Appalachian Fire Department responding out to that area at this current time. But seeing that here from the scanner. So severe thunderstorms looking near Louisville or near Alcoa. Yep, over here in Fort McGee Tyson, what I'm watching. Moving east at 20 miles an hour, 6-mile-an-hour wind gusts, the potential for penny-size hail. This will include portions of Knoxville, and oh yeah, there's some hail within this as well. So up toward Knoxville and Maryville and Alcoa, Pigeon Forge, Louisville, Rockford, Eagleton Village, Friendsville, Kimberlin Heights, and Wildwood. So that is where we are at right now at 6:56. There's the new warning on your screen, including more toward Pleasant Hill, Walden's Creek, Little Cove back off to the west. And as the storm moves eastward, we'll continue to watch it for you. Storm this warning up here in Hawkins County goes for another 4 minutes. There's some heavy rain with that one, and maybe some gusty winds, but at this current time, it most likely is under severe limits. We got the storm up here that is moving into Virginia. That's been strong thunderstorm alert for Wise County, the city of North and West Central Russell County, for some potential for some penny-sized hail and maybe some wind gusts to 45 miles an hour. Now, this is an easy way to get back to Morristown radar because we have severe thunderstorm warnings. Maryville, Knoxville, Seymour, those areas. So go ahead and be inside if you're in Knoxville, if you're in Maryville, if you're in Seymour. Go ahead and get inside because we have the potential of a severe thunderstorm heading your way. And I cannot rule out this heading toward Sevierville, this heading toward Pigeon Forge. And so continue to watch it, obviously. And not saying that it's going to be severe when it gets to you, but maybe some frequent cloud-to-ground lightning, heavy rainfall, and like I said, some gusty winds will be possible. So right now, it's near Farport and McGee Tyson is where those gustiest winds are probably possible within this thunderstorm complex. And this thunderstorm complex actually extends all the way down to Tellico Plains, which is where the gustiest winds appear possible. We're watching a storm in Cumberland County as well, not in our coverage area, but we'll continue to watch it. And obviously, if it prompts a warning in our coverage area, we'll be immediately on it. I'm most likely going to be with you for just a little bit longer, so what I'm going to do is I will be right back. I'm going to leave you at a radar loop, and I want you to see all the warnings. I'll leave you at a radar loop, and I will be right back here in about 60 seconds. So give me just a moment, y'all. Alrighty. So, let's keep an eye on it, because the new warning does include Crossville will eventually be crossing into our coverage area. So, again, we'll keep an eye on it. That does not, we're not going to really cover it as much now, because again, does not, Cumberland County not in the coverage area, so, but again, This here, this is weak. That warning's gonna be allowed to expire. Hey, I told you that storm up here was one of our strongest storms, and I am right. I'm not gonna say I'm right, but we do have the potential. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning being issued for the city of Norton and Wise County until 7:30 at this current time. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do that. All right. So I'm going to do this over here. All right. Just so I can hear the warnings myself. Turn on the old ones so it won't be as loud. And I agree with them on doing this party. Could be seeing some hell right now. They're saying winds are going to be your main threat with this, and I agree. Winds do look pretty strong up through here. So we'll wait for the new polygon. Strong thunderstorm is going to affect southeastern Watauga, so this includes Norton, Wise, and Coburn. The severe thunderstorm warning that I'm talking about for Wise County. Southeastern Watauga, what's going on out there here? A little bit of strong storm, nothing too big. Uh, so the severe thunderstorm warning, good news for Hawkins and Hamlin and Greene counties has expired. Strong thunderstorm impact Caldwell, southeastern Avian, northwestern Burke until 7:45. Still, severe thunderstorm warning for Knoxville, Seymour, Maryville, Alcoa, and then down toward Tellico Plains as well. We'll check our velocity on it. Been noting some weak rotation near Pumpkin Center that I'll continue to watch as well with this storm. It's not something I'm super concerned about right now, but something I'm going to watch for a little bit. And again, here's our new severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to be easier to includes Norton. It stretches near St. Paul, near the Dickinson County line, near the Russell County line. It's a Wise, Big Laurel. Pound is in this as well. Coburn, Dry Fork. So those areas to be inside if you're in this new severe thunderstorm warning. So again, the Ashwaubenon warning we're not really worried about anymore. It's kind of moved out of the area. So we really have this line of storms stretching from Knoxville down to Tellico Plains that we're watching for the potential of gusty winds, small hail. And I'm watching this up here moving out of Harlan. And Letcher County, Kentucky is in Wise County. It currently has a severe thunderstorm on it until 7:30. This one is until 7:45, and then this one's till 7:30. All right, so Tellico Plains up toward, let's say, Maryville, that's until 7:30, but Knoxville down to Maryville over in a severe county, that is until 7:45. I thought. So again, it gets close to Sevierville, so we'll again watch it. But again, watch and see what's going on. We're still watching this very closely, and we've been live here with you for an hour 45 minutes now. And we thank you for watching our severe weather coverage, trusting us when severe weather strikes. We're going to stay with you until at least the bottom of the hour, and probably longer. Probably till 7:45 is when we'll probably end our coverage. But as long as we have no warnings in effect at that time, what we're probably going to do is go to the last warning. As you know, on one of my monitors, my computer has to be doing its thing. So, all right, there we go. All right, go back up here toward Wise now. I'm watching this here severe storm potential. Uh, so there's that. You have these down through here, and that one up here is for gusty winds, basically. Maybe some small hail. This one down through here from Knoxville down toward Tellico Plains. Part of this warning goes until 7:45, and part of it goes till 7:30. So the 7:30 part is from Townsend down to Tellico Plains, Maryville back up to Knoxville, to east into Sevier County. That's until 7:45 here. The we are having frequent cloud to ground lightning. You can tell we've been on here for a while. Frequent cloud to ground lightning, and that is uh, down toward Knoxville. So if you hear thunder, go indoors. If thunder roars, go indoors. This has been a nice night. So let's just do a recap without radar data. Why don't we? Um, So we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Cumberland County. That's all of Cumberland County. Out of the coverage area, we have some people that follow us there, so we're just going to let you know of that one as well. And that eventually will be moving into portions of our coverage area. Severe thunderstorm warning from Knoxville down to Maryville. So that is for portions of Blunt, Knox, and Sevier. So from Maryville back to Knoxville, down toward east towards Seymour, close to Sevierville until 7:45. Severe thunderstorm warning for City of Norton and Wise County, including Norton, Wise, Cobra, and Pound, and that goes until 7:30. The warning for Harlan, Letcher County goes until 7:15. The warning over here for portions of Ash and Watauga goes until 7:30, but I've given them the all clear. Tellico Plains back up north toward Townsend, so that one goes until 7:30 as well, and that's for portions of Blount and Monroe County in northeast Tennessee, or in eastern Tennessee, sorry. Again, like I said, it's been a long night, or a long evening. And we continue to track these storms with some gusty winds up and down the line. And that's what we have for you. Gusty winds with this. And the rotation I was watching that was weak. It's not even showing up really anymore. So that's good news. Again, very gusty winds up through here. Could be up to upwards of 60 miles an hour with this storm. And as I've said for the past little bit, this storm could be the strongest one we have on the table. And I really do think it is. Let's switch to Jackson like we just done. And again, still having some pretty good wind speeds there. So Harlan and Letcher County, I can give you the all clear now because this storm has moved into Wise County. So Harlan, Letcher counties, all clear from the severe thunderstorm threat at this current time. So at this current time, Wise County, the city of Norton until 7:30, Knoxville, Maryville, uh, over toward Sevierville. Give me just a moment. All right, back towards Sevierville and towards Seymour, really, and that goes until 7:45. So for portions of Blunt, Knox, and Sevier, and for portions of Blunt and Monroe until 7:30. From Tellico Plains toward Townsend, that's going to end up crossing the state line into the North Carolina high country, and in fact impact like Robbinsville and eventually Cherokee. But again, outside of our coverage area. We're watching up and down the line for the potential gusty winds, and where you're seeing kind of the brighter colors, that's the gustiest winds of this. And the good thing is no rotation. Same thing up here. The brighter the colors, the gustier of winds. And let's switch to a better radar of this. For this, and again, no rotation. And I want to reiterate the tornado threat very low. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to Morristown. And again, we still have the severe thunderstorm warning for Cumberland County. Don't want to forget that either because that's eventually going to be moving into our coverage area, but in Cumberland County, not in the coverage area. Let's take off our... I'm in the process of having the severe thunderstorm watch pop up on another system, and I'll bring that to you when it does. So here's the severe thunderstorm watch. Ironically, I don't think we have a single severe thunderstorm warning in the severe thunderstorm watch, and all of it's outside the watch. Now that the Harlan and Letcher County warnings expired. But the watch for Buchanan, the county is lit up in yellow. Buchanan and Dickinson County, that part of the watch goes until 8 o'clock over in southwest Virginia, portions of West Virginia as well, and back into southeast Kentucky, back into middle Tennessee, places like Harlan County, Letcher County, Leslie County within the Appalachian Highlands weather coverage area. And then as we get down toward outside the coverage areas of East Tennessee, Skywatch, and Appalachian Highlands weather, but back toward Bell and Fentress and Pickett and Overton, Putnam, back those counties, that goes until 9 o'clock. But let's just pop on your warnings. Let's take off the watch though when we do. Wise County right now under a severe thunderstorm warning until 7:30. Portion of Ashland Watauga till 7:30. But Ashland Watauga, I'm going to go ahead and give you the all clear. Portion of Knox severe and Blunt until 7:45. Another portion of Blunt and Monroe until 7:30, and then Cumberland County one goes until 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. No, Cumberland County in that Central time zone. Pop up. Get control back of the radar. Again, frequent cloud to ground or lightning occurring, cloud to ground lightning occurring with this storm. Knoxville, back toward Tellico Plains, and then up here in Wise County as well. Let's switch to the current radar, right radar for this, and that's not what we want, but to show you what we're looking at here into Ashland Watauga County. So Ashe County, definitely the all clear. Watauga, still some heavy rain, maybe moderate to heavy rainfall. But again, I think the severe threat is over for you for this storm, and obviously we'll continue to monitor that here for you. Not hearing nothing new from the Weather Service at this current time, and I plan to stay on for the next little bit, but this goes until, but the time is now 7:10. Scott Littoral with you live with severe weather coverage. Again, the current warnings in effect, that's what we'll do. We'll pull up this warnings. They are affecting portions of Knox County, Sevier County, Blount County, Monroe County, Cumberland County, Ashe County, Watauga County, Wise County at this current time. Back to radar. Sorry the ticker ain't working there at the bottom. I'm having some issues with it. We'll try to fix that there before our next severe weather event. So let's go ahead and let you have the good news. After the cold front passes through, we plan to have severe weather kind of dwindle down a little bit. That's going to be the good part of this live stream, but been going on for almost 2 hours now, following and keeping you informed. Like severe weather updates up. And again, gonna keep you informed of what's going on right now. That's what we need to focus on. We have some damage around the region, back toward Hawkins County, I know, and Claiborne County has some damage. There's other counties that have damage right now. And we'll try to get pictures if you have any pictures, you can send them to us on Facebook, mention us on Twitter. Appalachian Highlands Weather, East Tennessee Skywatch, either one of us. We both, our whole team here has access to those accounts, and we'll be able to share those out. And check our Twitter, our Facebook pages for the latest damage reports. Let me just check a few things since it is almost 7:15. Here. Alrighty. So, and in Wilkes County, they're reporting hail at multiple sites, which isn't really large, but that's over in Wilkes County, North Carolina, outside of our coverage area. 5 miles north of Alcoa at 7:12, which is just now. In Blount County, law enforcement reports thunderstorm wind damage, several trees down around the county. Alright, what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and, it's been about 2 hours here, so let me recap the warnings one more time. We're going to go off the air, and we'll be back here in just a little bit with an update. What I'll do is I'll plan an update for 7:15. I'm sorry, not 7:15. We're going to go off at 7:15. We'll be back at 7:30 to give you an update, alright? So again, the storm in Cumberland County, not in our coverage area yet. We'll continue to watch that as it makes its way toward us. Severe thunderstorm warning. Our radar data from Knoxville to Maryville to Sevierville. It goes for until 7:45. From Tellico Plains up to Townsend. And for another 17 minutes. By the way, Blount County, another thunderstorm wind damage report, trees down across the area. The Fentress County severe thunderstorm watch not in our covered area, but the severe thunderstorm watch for Middle Tennessee being canceled. Today's severe thunderstorm warning for Blunt Knox severe till 7:45. By the way, that's that one up there toward Knoxville, Maryville. Severe thunderstorm warning for Ash Watauga. I've gave them counties all clear. They've just technically not been cleared from the warning until 7:30. Wise County, City of Norton, including Pound, including Cobra in those areas until 7:30 as well. Continue to keep you updated. We're back live here at 7:15 with the latest severe weather updates. For now, though, keep an eye on our Facebook and Twitter pages for the latest updates. Again, we'll be live at 7:30 with the latest severe weather updates. Have a great night, everyone, and thanks for watching Appalachian Highlands Weather and East Tennessee Skywatch. We are your weather authority.